Hello viewers, so now we'll cover the inventory management section for the Footcar POS system. So as you can see on the we'll be using the navigator option quite frequently on this application. So what is navigator option? It is a three-line icon present on the top left side of the screen. Well, once we'll click on this icon, it will show us the different tabs. We can scroll through different tabs and go on the page as per our need. So to start with, we'll start with the inventory management section. How can we upload a product? We can upload a product by two ways. One is like we can upload a product simply by going onto an upload product page, and second by creating GRN. So what is GRN? GRN is goods receipt note. This GRN, this is generated by a distributor when they supply their list of items to a shop. So there's a bill which is sent along with the items. That bill has got the complete intricacies of the items which are sent to the shop. Like what? Like product price, the purchase price, the MRP, selling price, stock, and GST details, HSN number. What is HSN number? HSN number is a code given by Government of India to different sections of product. So as per government directives, in very near time the GST filings will be done by the means of HSN. Also the bill has got the details of the discount, the cess, all the details which sales which a distributor has generated on a bill for that shop, that is covered on to that bill. So we'll see that when we'll come on to like create GRN page. The fourth page is GRN history page, which covers all the history of the GRNs which were created for the shop. The fifth tab is like distributor list. So distributor list is a tab which contains the list of the distributor for a particular shop. Under each distributor there are different invoices for that distributor. Also we can create PRN. PRN basically means purchase return note. So whenever a shopkeeper generates a purchase return to a distributor, then there's a PRN receipt generated. Now we'll come on to upload product page. Coming on to upload product page, we can see two sections. One is barcode and second is product name. So we can upload an individual product by scanning the barcode of the same. Also we can upload a product by simply means the product name feature. The product name uploading is meant for the loose items which doesn't have any barcode onto it. So to start with, we'll be starting with like product name feature. So we'll be writing rice basmati. So this is a name we are giving to the product. We'll click on done button. We'll select measuring unit as kilogram. Now weight can be written as like what weight means what rate we want to show the customer. Like per means the rate would be like per kg rate or per 0.5 kg rate or per 0.25 kg rate. So for time being I'm taking it as per 0.5 kg rate. The MRP I'm taking as 55. The selling price I'm taking as 52. Purchase price as 41. The number of products in this store is 10. HSN number is 1254. The item falls under confectionery category. This category can be adjusted as per shopkeeper's need. GST is chosen as 0 in this case, and I'm clicking on save for this particular item. So this is how we upload a loose item. I'll quickly come on to a billing page and will show you that how that item got uploaded. So as you can see, this is the item which we uploaded. It's based on like per 0.5 kg rate. the stock is showing as 10 kg. If a customer wants to purchase 1.6 kg of this stock, the total comes as 166.4. so this is like one of the way by which we can upload a product, a loose item. Now we'll come on to like how we can upload a an item which has got a barcode on it. We'll simply scan the barcode of the product. So once we have scanned the barcode of the product, we can see there are already two products present on this list. We'll add like third variety of this product. We are taking MRP as 210, selling price as 205, purchase price as 165, stock 6, HSN number. We can leave this field blank as well, but it is recommended not to, because I have already said to you that in near future all the GST filings will be based on the HSN number, and we are uploading this product. So this is how we upload a product with barcode on it. So that is how we covered the upload product page under the inventory management section. Now we'll come on to create GRN page. In create GRN page, at first we have option to add a distributor. So you can see like an icon on the top right, the add a distributor icon. We'll click on this icon, we'll fill in the distributor details. I'm taking the mobile number as 98989898. GST number as something like this for time being. So this is how we create a distributor. We have entered all the details for this. So now that we have added the distributor name, we'll try adding few of the products by scanning the barcode of few products. Also we can add the products by simply searching the product name or simply writing in the last 5-digit barcode of any product. Okay, so at first let's scan the barcode of the products. So once we have scanned the barcode of any product, what software does, it looks for it, search the barcode of that product in the shops database. If it is able to find the product details in the shops database, then it fetches those details from the shop database. If not, then what software does, it searches for that product from the master database. So we provide a list of like 70,000 products to our shopkeepers. The master data we provide to the shopkeepers, and so whenever any barcode is scanned by any shopkeeper or by any employee of any shopkeeper, so this is the process which is basically followed. Like at first, system searches for the barcode in the shops database. If it finds, then it fetches the details. Else it looks for that barcode in our master database. Okay, So this details has come from the master database, as you can see, because the category over here is not mentioned, so we have to choose any category. So we'll select confectionery. We can make any changes in MRP and in selling price as per our need. So if we write the selling price as 47, it simply updates the discount percentage in the below box. Also, if we change the discount percent, let's say 3% discount, so you can see, and in the above selling price box, the selling price got updated automatically, and accordingly the profit margin was also updated on the extreme right, and below it is showing you the profit margin in terms of percentage if the item is sold at 3% discount. Okay, so for the time being I am keeping it as 0. I'll enter the quantity which came in the store, so let's say 12. Discount, if there's any on the bill, the HSN number, GST, cess, expiry time is entered from here if we want to enter. Okay, alert quantity. What is alert quantity? So you tell the system that system should tell me that this product is about to finish, and shopkeeper is supposed to place a new order when this particular product goes below this inventory. So if you're saying that okay, if this product goes below the alert quantity of 4, then system should update you, so system should notify you that this product has to be ordered into the store. So this is what this is meant for. So now we are clicking on save. Again we'll scan the barcode of one other product. So this product, again will be putting this product under grocery section. Purchase prices, if we want to update the purchase price as 56.6, and if we want to make any changes to selling price or MRP, we can do so. Quantity, we are changing it to 10. Discount, HSN, alert quantity, we are updating it to 3, and now we are clicking on save. In a similar way, we are scanning one more product. We are taking the quantity as 10. Also, to let you know that there are only 4 category sections which you are seeing on your screen. So category sections can be updated as per shopkeeper's need. So if you want like sports to be removed from here, sports can be removed. If you want some other, let's say beverages to be added over here, or let's say staples category to be added over here, any category as per your need, those categories can be added in this category drop down. Now one needs to make sure that the category which they are choosing over here, they are choosing it correctly, because the same category means this item would be displayed under same category section when this item is seen by the online audience. Okay, now we are clicking on save. We'll click on next. Over here we are seeing that there are 3 category slabs, 3 slabs, the GST slabs which we are seeing on our screen: 5%, 12% and 18%. So these this slabs show you the taxable amount of the items and the GST imposed on each of them. So let's say if I want to update this category to not this one, let's update the category of this particular product. We are updating this to 12. We are clicking on save. Now when I'm clicking on next, we'll see that we are seeing that there are only two GST slabs which is present on our screen, like one is 5% slab and the second one is 12% slab, and there's a taxable amount, then there is GST, there is total tax. Paid amount, it simply means that what amount we are paying to the distributor. So at times we don't pay, we as a shopkeeper, we don't pay like the full amount of 1927.888. so in that case, if we are making any split payment, then you can do that as well via by the system. Invoice date is chosen as 6th of March. We are clicking on save. Now this GRN number 20762, we note this GRN number on the bill, the hard copy which was given to us by the distributor, and so that it means when we are referring any bill, it is easy for us to recognize that okay, what under which GRN number this bill was saved. So 20762, this bill is saved in the GRN history. We'll go back, we'll see this GRN, will come to GRN history section under the inventory management. So over here, as you can see at the very top, the GRN number 20762, if you'll click on this, you will come on the page of the pay history. It shows you the pay history of this particular bill, that how much amount was paid and what is still due, that is left to be paid. Then there is product info segment. It shows you the products which were purchased on this GRN. Okay, complete details of quantity, MRP, selling price, purchase price, discount, GST, cess, taxable and total. On the top right, you are seeing the distributor name and the GRN number. We go back from here. Over here we are seeing the distributor list. So distributor list is the list of the distributors. So whatever invoices which have come from a particular distributor, if we click on the distributor name, we'll see the list of all those invoices which have come from that particular distributor. So for a time being, we created this distributor like Akash Enterprises, and this is a complete list which we are seeing on our screen. If we further click on this invoice, we'll get to see the same details which we saw in the GRN history. Okay, again, one thing I would like to cover on the GRN history section. So there's a pay now button on the right side. So if we'll click on this pay now button, we can simply write the amount which is being paid. So let's say again we are making the payment of 300 rupees to the distributor. Now we are clicking on save. So once we have clicked on save, the amount, the due amount gets adjusted to 700 rupees. Again, if we are clicking on the GRN, we'll see the pay history. There are two rows which is showing us the pay history. Like at first the amount of 1000 was paid, sorry, 927.88 was paid and 1000 was the due amount, and then 300 was paid and 700 was the due amount. And on the extreme left side we are seeing the billing dates. Okay, so we'll go back from here. So again, if we click on navigator icon, under the inventory management section, we can see that we have covered the upload product segment, create GRN segment, GRN history segment and distributor list. What is create PRN? Create PRN is meant to create the purchase return notes. So purchase return note basically means that if we are returning any items to the distributor, okay, so at times we may need to means this activity is not a very frequent activity. This activity is not carried out like very frequently, but once in a blue moon, when the items which are about to get expired or there are some issues or concerns with it, then shopkeepers return those items to the distributor. So here as well we simply search for the purchase return note, and distributor name. Distributor name comes up, and we scan the barcode of the product. Once we scan the barcode of the product, at this page we are only supposed to enter the quantity which we are returning. All the other fields are not editable, are non-editable, so we can't make any changes to it. Okay, so we can click on save and proceed with purchase return in case if we want. So these were the values which were covered in the inventory management section. Now that we have covered the inventory management section, in this part will be covering the products info section in the next part. So we'll see you in the next part. Till then, if you have any questions, please comment the same in the under the comment section. Thank you. And also, if you like this video, so that was all for the inventory management section. In this part we'll be covering the other aspects of the software in the next part. If you have any questions or concerns, we would request you to please post your questions under the comment section. Also, if you like this video, please like this channel and like the video, subscribe and share. Thank you for your support.